Hey guys! Today was my first day of school for the year. Basically, all I did today was I went into school and I got my timetable. That's literally all I did today. So I had to get up at 6:30 to get one sheet of paper that was this big. What is even the point? You could have easily emailed that to me, teachers. Don't get me wrong, I love school and I love learning. I just hate going to school every day because it feels like something I'm not meant to be doing. I love learning, I love going to all my classes. It's just some bits about school really annoy me and make me hate school. Number one is the stupid people at my school. I don't mean stupid as in dumb or can't learn or just are stupid like mentally. That's not what I mean. I mean stupid as in trying to make everyone's life harder by being very illogical. Is that even a word? Unlogical? Being not logical with everything they do, and like teasing other people or teachers and stopping everyone else from learning. Those kinds of people are my least favourite type of people because they just make everything a whole lot harder, and I just cannot deal with those kind of people at my school. And unfortunately I go to a girls' school, an all-girls school, so basically 50% of the people at my school are like that. They talk back to the teachers, they are rude to each other, they talk in class, they go on their cell phones in class, they don't want to be there, they don't want to learn, all these kinds of things, and they just annoy me a lot. The second thing that annoys me about school is the start times. My school starts at 8:45, but I get there at about 7:45 because I like to do piano practice before school. What annoys me is that it's 8:45 start. Why do you have to get up so early to learn? Because my brain doesn't start working until about 11 o'clock, maybe 10. Like, why can't we start school at like 9 or something? Because it would make a whole lot more sense if people's brains start working at about 10. Let us have a little bit of a sleep in just so that we have a bit of a rest before we start learning. Like, yeah, I get it, you have to be over by 3, but why do we have to be? Because most parents work until about 5 anyway, so it's hard to get picked up from school. So why not just make school go until about 4:30 so that the parents could actually pick people up from school? The third thing that annoys me about school, this is particularly for like high school or college maybe, I'm not sure what it is in America or anything, but in New Zealand we have high school. That's what I'm at now, and I'm in my 5th year of high school, 5th and final, thank goodness. But we have this thing called form time, and form time is the most useless 15 minutes of my day. You go into a class, the teacher takes the roll, and then you go to the next class. Literally all we do in form time is play games on our phones for 15 minutes in my day. I could have slept in for 15 more minutes if I didn't have form time. And the thing is, all we do is read the notices and do the roll. But we do the roll in every single class, and there's a copy of the notices in every single class. So why can't we just scrap form time completely? What's the point of form time? Please tell me, I'm actually like dying to know what the point of form time is because I don't understand. Number 4 is the public and school buses. One time I got a detention for coming late to school because my bus didn't turn up. I was standing at the bus stop at 8 o'clock, that's when the bus was supposed to arrive, and I stood there until 8:30, and then the 8:30 bus came, so I got on that, and we arrived at school 15 minutes late. And because of that, we got a detention. I don't think that's fair because the bus came late. It was nothing to do with me. I was there at the correct time that I always am every single morning, and just once it happened to not arrive. So how is that fair? Why do teachers not understand that some people actually do want to come to school on time, but sometimes it's out of their control to not come to school? Like, I was 15 minutes late and I got a detention because the bus didn't get there on time. How is that my fault? Are you telling me I have to get up earlier and wait at the bus stop for longer just in case the bus comes early? I was there at about 7:45 and the bus didn't come until 8:30. So, logic, teachers. Number 5 or 6, whatever, teachers. Yes, at high school you're supposed to do kind of your own work and you have to try and figure out things by yourself, but you guys are the teachers, so you are teaching us how to do things. So if some student doesn't understand something, you kind of have to explain it again, because there's no way of us knowing it unless the teacher tells us how to do it. So when we're working through something and a student goes, "Excuse me, miss, I don't understand this," you have to go help them. You can't just tell them, "Oh, figure it out by yourself," because that's unfair, because you're the teacher. I'm paying you to teach me about this subject that I know nothing about. Maybe some people, yeah, they get it quicker than others, but I am one of those kind of slow learners, so I need things to be explained like twice maybe to actually understand things. So teachers, please teach properly. Don't just teach it once and not go over it ever again, because my exam consists of that, and if I don't know it, I will fail the exam, and it won't be my fault, because I have no other way of getting information except from you. Number 6, this is kind of just a personal thing, but if you're a teacher and you're in a lesson, try and make the lesson expressive and fun, otherwise your students will go to sleep. And yes, some classes are kind of hard to make fun, like maths or chemistry, but some of my teachers in the past have managed to make it a good subject. If you want to make your students like the subject and want to take it again, you have to make it enjoyable for the students to learn about. Otherwise they'll never like chemistry or maths again. Number 7 applies to my school in particular, because our school is kind of strict. We have a blazer and a tie and those we're kind of a posh school, even though we're like not a private school, we're just a public school. But our teachers and deans and principal focuses a little bit too much on the stupid details, like if someone's wearing a ring, you get a detention. This little tiny piece of metal causes someone to get a slip of paper and a record on their personal record because they were wearing this. How is that fair? Like, yes, it's not part of the uniform, but shouldn't you be focusing on the fact that some people are using their phones in class? Or, I don't know, doing each other's hair in class, or not listening, talking while the teacher's talking? Can't you focus on that rather than a bracelet or your hair's not tied up properly? How can you think that these little things are important for people's learning? It doesn't matter what people wear, it's just how people, like what kind of attitude people have towards learning. I think that some schools just don't focus on the proper stuff. They don't focus on the learning, they just focus on looking good on the outside and what other people think about the school. I don't think that's the real reason that we have a nice posh uniform. The real reason that we have that is so that no one has to choose clothes to wear every day, and just to have a nice outfit just for school. I feel very passionately about a lot of these things, and there are more things that I could complain about school, but I've only got 1 year left of school, so let's hope it goes well, and then I can move on to university, which should be interesting. But yeah, if you share any of these complaints, tell me down below. Also tell me down below if you have any more, because that would be interesting for me to know if there are any other people who have complaints about school or things like that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I plan on doing loads more rants in the future because I'm really good at ranting, I reckon. I just could keep talking and spurting off facts and information and stuff like that forever. So I'm not going to do that right now, but tell me down below if you want more like this. And please subscribe for more content, and I will see you next week. Bye guys!